Okay, so within this help video, what we're going to do is we're going to show you the list and contacts area, how you can manage and import your own contacts into the account. So at the moment we're in the manage area using the list and contacts tab on the left hand side there. So within this area we can easily create a new mailing list via the plus sign and the green circle just there. So on the right hand side we can put new mailing list. You'll also notice that we've got an option to display it on a subscription form, so that if people want to actually sign up to it, if you want to make it available, bearing in mind they'll see the mailing list name as well, so make it a bit more incentive for them to sign up to it. So it might be sort of discounts or weekly emails or whatever you want to do, but just bear in mind that obviously the recipient will see it if you tick that box. We don't need to, so we're just going to click save, and we've got the new mailing list there. So what we're going to do is going to import some contacts into that. So I'm going to click on import on the left hand side here. That'll then just take us into the import section where we can import our file. So you do have three options here. You've got the option to add by copying and pasting or just typing. You've got the import from a file, which is what we're going to do, because when we're doing that we can import a lot more information that we have from the subscribers. So whether that be sort of location, gender, last product bought, date of birth, any of that information can be helpful, because we can use it in our emails as personalization, and also we can use it for segmentation just to create a targeted group. And again, I'll show you how that works in a moment. The final option is to import from an online account such as Gmail or Yahoo. But as we're going to import some additional information, we've got it all in an Excel spreadsheet already. We're just going to leave it in the middle option. We're going to expand import settings, and we're going to choose what mailing list we want to import into. So this one's going to be the new mailing list, and we're going to import into the contacts data set. We haven't got any mobile numbers, so we're going to leave that one blank. But one of the important sections in here is the import mode, and we're going to have it to always add an update, which is one I highly recommend, because that'll add new contacts but also update any additional information for the existing subscribers. If you just have it to update only, again it'll just update those that are in the list, and add only means that it'll only add new records. It won't sort of override or update any of the existing ones. The sheet name, we don't need to put that in, so we're going to leave it as step by step and just click apply changes. That's then going to save, and we can just then import the file that we have into that particular mailing list and obviously data set that we've selected. Okay, so this is saved our changes. If we just scroll up here, saved our changes. We're going to click the button to locate the file that we want to import, and just double click on that option there. So the Excel spreadsheet's there. We want to tick to certify that the list is opt-in, which is vital, so we need to make sure that the subscribers on there have given us permission. They have, so we're going to click continue. We're now going to go into a mapping stage where we can map the data that we've got with the fields in the data set. So first one is easy, it's just the email address. The next one's first name, and we've got city, and we've also got gender. So you notice I'm clicking and selecting the tick box next to each of those. That just lets our system know that you do want to import that bit of information. So click continue. We're now going to see a preview screen of what the data looks like and make sure that it's mapped up correctly. We can see that it is, but if it wasn't, we can click the change column mappings, but as it is, we're going to click finish, and then that's just going to import into our system. So we can see the data records, which is all of the information that we have, and also the email addresses are in there. So we can go back to dashboard, we can import another file or manage the contacts. So we're going to click manage contacts just so we can go in and have a look at the information that's been imported. I'm also going to show you some of the options in there, such as how you can create a segment, which is going to use the information that we've got in our system now. So if I click on one of the options for the subscribers, we can see the first names displaying, we can see the city is, and also the gender as well. So that's just some really simple information. So we're going to create a more targeted group, because if we go down to the different sections, we can see the other one, which is Rachel, is actually based in York and also a female. So when we're sending an email out, we don't want to send it to everybody, we just want to pick a targeted audience. So the way to do that is to click on the plus sign for segmentation, and that's going to let us create a new segment, so basically a new targeted group. We're going to select the contacts dataset, which is where all the information is held, and also we'll click any mailing list, because the more people that fit into this criteria that get added, the better. So we're going to go into here and we're going to select the gender first, so where the gender is equal to male. I'm going to tick the box to say and. You can have it also, it can be either one, but we're going to select and just because we want to include another priority and another parameter there. And we're going to go to city, and again you've got more options rather than just is equal to. If you've got some specific dates that you want to make sure that they're signed up to or something like that, and you can use the greater and less than or the age or anything you want within there. But we're just going to leave it as this, so we're going to put in Newcastle. So when we preview the results, we're going to see all the mails that are from Newcastle in our mailing list there. So that can be our targeted group. So if I scroll down on this page and just scroll along a little bit, we can see just straight away we've got city, Newcastle, and gender as all males. And then if we scroll down a little bit more, we can start saving the results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it as Newcastle males for the segment. The reason why I'm saving it as a segment rather than a mailing list is because when you save it as a segment, it'll automatically run the query again, so it'll add any new contacts that have been added or been subscribed into that mailing list. If they fit into the criteria that we've set, the targeted group that we've made, then they'll be added, which is better for us. So I'm going to click save, and that's those added, and we've got that Newcastle males segment created. So that's a very basic overview of how you can easily manage and import your contacts, and obviously create that all important segment for the targeted group. What we're going to do now is just go over to list cleanup, which is another option under the list and contacts menu. In here we can actually use this tool to remove bad addresses, so those that no longer exist. When we're sending to those types of addresses, the reputation will decrease as a sender, and also the reputation of the IP address you're sending through will also be affected by it. So we need to make sure the people that we are sending to exist, and also that when you're sending, you're not going to get a lot of bounce backs and so on. So the way to do that is just to select the mailing list that we've got. So for example, the new mailing list that we've just imported, we know that we need 8 credits in there. So what you can do is scroll down, and then just to the bottom left of the screen you'll see that you can import, you can contact support via the help center or email support, and just request that you want the credits there, and obviously you can buy them from that person. Once you've got it, you can then obviously go ahead and clean up that list, and as I said earlier, it'll remove the bad addresses and leave you with a clean list. So that's a very quick overview of the list and contacts topic. Feel free to watch any of the other videos that we have regarding the other information, segments, sections in your account. But yeah, thanks for your time.